Hi everyone! Today we'll focus on our hips and groin area in our short yin practice. Thank you so much for joining on Wellbeing Café. We'll go ahead and get started. Gently close down the eyes, find a comfortable seat. Scan through the body and notice any places of tension in the mind or body. We'll begin with square breath, where we inhale for a count of 4, hold for a count of 4, exhale for a count of 4, and hold again for a count of 4. Deep inhale, and exhale all of the air out of your lungs. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, hold, exhale, hold, inhale, hold, exhale, hold. Go through 2 more rounds of square breath at your own count. As you finish up your last round of square breath, notice how your body feels different. Maybe your energy has settled. Deep inhale and exhale. Slowly blink open the eyes and make your way into tabletop position. Wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Inhale, lower the belly, raise the gaze. Exhale, round through the spine, chin to chest. 2 more times. Inhale, lower. And exhale, round. Inhale, lower. Exhale, round. Move in any ways that you need to loosen up the body before we come into our static holds. Take 1 more breath. And when you're ready, find a static position. Bring the big toes to touch and the knees out wide. Inhale, lower the belly, raise the gaze. And exhale, round back into child's pose. Walk the hands forward to your extent. Option to bring a blanket or pillows underneath the knees or underneath the chest. Take your time getting into this position and setting up your props. We'll be here for 2.5 minutes. Allow your body to relax here. You may feel a stretch in the inner thigh area, the hips, or even the lower back. And if your hands are stretched out in front of you, you may even feel this in the shoulders. Notice where you feel tension in this pose. If you feel the need to adjust, to go deeper, or to come out, know that you can do this at any point during our holds. Prepare your body to move out of this pose. Deep inhale, exhale. Move the weight into the palms and lift up. Gently engage the core as you walk your hands back to your torso. Move slowly and gently as we transition. Take any movements or counter poses that you need. It may feel nice to come into tabletop and go through a few more rounds of cat-cow, or to circle through the hips. It may feel nice to even hop up to downward facing dog and pedal out through the legs. When you're ready, lower down to your knees. Return to tabletop. We'll come into frog pose now. It's always an option here to do half frog, and I will let you know when we change midway, or to do full frog and hold it the whole 2.5 minutes. If you're coming into half frog, slowly lower down to your belly. And bend through the right knee and bring it out to the side. The right toes can go closer to the right glute or come out straight from the knee. You may want to flex through the foot gently to protect the knee. Maybe your forehead comes to the ground, a pillow, or a block. Stay here if you want to do half frog. Otherwise, come into whole frog. You may want to spin on your mat so that you have some more padding underneath your knees. Otherwise, you can take a blanket or pillow underneath each knee. Option to bring a pillow or bolster underneath your chest to help you relax. The hips may come a little bit forward to remove tension, and that's perfectly fine. But to increase the intensity of the stretch, line up the hips with the knees. Allow yourself to relax here and take your time settling into the pose. Maybe here you find your ocean breath. In Yang style classes, this is called Ujjayi Pranayama, an audible and calming breath. Deep inhale, audible ocean-like exhale. This sound can be made by engaging the whisper muscles in the back of your throat and closing your mouth. If you are in half frog on the right side, slowly straighten out your leg and bend into the left. Come into half frog on the left side and take your time setting up. Meet your edge of intensity and know that you have full permission to come out of the pose whenever you are ready. In our hip opening postures, you may notice emotions coming up. The hips are thought to hold our emotions, our tensions, anxiety, stress, anything that has been heavy. When we open up the hips, we allow these negative emotions to release. Prepare your body to lift out of the pose. If you are in half frog, slowly straighten out your left leg and rest your forehead on the ground. If you are in frog pose, shift the weight into your hands, gently engage the core, and crawl your forearms backwards. Maybe you walk your hands under your shoulders and lift up, and slowly walk the knees in towards the midline. You may feel a lot of sensation in your inner thighs and hips here, and that is completely normal. Frog is a very intense stretch. Slowly make your way to tabletop position. Shift the hips from side to side, and maybe you flow through cat-cows and move in any way that feels good to your body. Listen to your intuition here. Oftentimes it can give us the best counter poses for what we are feeling in this moment. Whenever you're ready, make your way into tabletop. Bring the legs closer together, knees come to touch, and lower the hips towards the heels. Forehead can come to a block, a pillow, or the mat, and hands reach behind. Option here to bring a pillow underneath the chest or in between the calves and thighs. Settle in and make any fidgets that you need to get comfortable. Additional option to return to wide-legged child's pose if that feels better. Feel the support of your thighs underneath your chest to create a gentle flexing motion in the back after a few intense postures of spinal extension. Notice how the hips feel here. Allow them to relax and release. Deep inhale. And exhale, slowly lift out of the posture. And take your time as you come to your glutes, maybe swinging both legs to the side and straightening out your legs in front of you. Hug the right knee to the chest and rock it side to side. Create length in the spine. Plant the right foot on the outside of the left thigh and hug the leg into the chest. Deep inhale and exhale. Windmill open the right arm and plant the hand behind the right hip. Lengthen through the spine and maybe gaze over your right shoulder. Also an option to bring the left elbow to the outside of the right knee for a deeper twist. We won't be here for too long. We're just neutralizing the spine before we come into our final resting pose. Deep inhale. And exhale, unwind. Hug the right leg into the chest and send it out long. Shake out the legs. When you're ready, bend through the left knee and hug the leg into the chest. Rock the hips side to side. Plant the left sole of the foot on the outside of the right thigh. Hug the left knee to the chest. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. And exhale, windmill, open the left arm and plant it behind the left hip. Inhale to lengthen through the spine. Exhale, deepen. Maybe you bring the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Deep inhale, lengthen through the spine. And exhale, unwind. Hug the left knee to the chest. And then send it out long. Scoot the hips forward, bend through the knees. Deep inhale, arms reach forward. And exhale, slowly lower onto the back. Hug the knees to the chest. Maybe you lift the head off the ground. And rock side to side to massage out the back. Deep inhale, squeeze the body. And exhale, legs go out long and hands come to the sides. Scan through the body from head to toe and notice how your body feels. Maybe it feels different from the beginning of class. Release control of the breath and allow yourself to settle and just be. Option to pause the video here to have a longer rest in Shavasana. Otherwise, invite gentle movements to the fingers and toes. Circle out through the wrists and ankles. Bend through one knee and then the other. Slowly make your way to fetal position on either side. Take one long breath here. And slowly rise up with heavy eyes to a seated position. Inhale, arms reach high overhead, palms come to touch. And exhale, lower the palms to heart center. Gently blink open the eyes and take in the space around you. Thank you so much for joining in our short yin practice. I hope you enjoyed, and if you liked the video, please subscribe. We'd love to have you as a part of our community here at Wellbeing Café. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day.